What's up, guys? Wanted to do a quick video about boredom. Do you ever get bored? Do you have moments where you find yourself feeling a little bit nervous, a little bit sort of bored, anxious, where you're not comfortable where you are and you feel this urge to want to escape and do something different, and you have this thought in your mind that says, I wish I was doing something else, I wish I was on holiday, I wish I was somewhere other than here. Now, talking about boredom, I think, is very, very relevant to especially those of us who want to see positive change in our lives. And I certainly want continual growth happening in my life. I like to see change. I like to see growth. I like to take on new habits that make me feel better and make me feel more creative and bring more success into my life. But of course, when you're committed to a life of change and changing habits and taking on new things that might be fearful or scary at first, and changing habits and being more creative than consuming, that's going to feature a lot of boredom. If we're committed to creating and doing things and making content, there are going to be many moments where we're in uncomfortable situations, where we're staring at a blank page and we have a video that we need to record and we can't think of what to say or what to do, and so we're kind of feeling this sense of wanting to be somewhere else, and it feels like boredom. It's an uncomfortable feeling. I call it the void sometimes, where you're just in a place of nothing, or you're in a place of being somewhere that you haven't been before and you don't like it. And I feel this a lot at the moment, going through this month where I'm holding off on a lot of habits. I've quit sugar for the time being, and I've quit coffee, and I'm getting up earlier, and I'm doing things that were a lot I would have seen as very hard months ago, because I was enjoying all of these little things. And of course, I get very often, I'm in a moment where I'm like, I feel kind of bored and antsy. I want to do something different. I want a donut. I want some coffee to rev me up. I want to escape from this reality because I don't really like it here. It's kind of dull. My senses are dulled. My stimulations that I once enjoyed are now gone. And so I feel boredom. So understanding boredom, understanding how it works and how it works to hold us back from change is really, really vital. Because if we can handle boredom in our lives, if we can learn to find a way to navigate through those feelings of discomfort when we want to be somewhere else, when we want to escape, we will be able to see tremendous transformation in little stages through our lives that can make massive changes over the long term. And I'm not just saying that because I know that I come face to face with boredom whenever I'm trying to change, whenever I'm trying to introduce something that I wasn't doing before, that I know will be good for me, including, promotion, relationship building, meeting new people, reaching out to people, changing habits, all that stuff. I'm always met with some form of resistance, and boredom is a very common one. We just don't want to be there. If we can handle it, and I know that I'm repeating myself, but I feel that sometimes repetition is powerful or useful. And look at that for a landscape though. So what's the deal with boredom? Well, first of all, we want to recognize that it is a valuable experience for us, because it's an indication that you are changing, that you are in a crucible that involves growth. Growth really can't happen unless we are feeling those moments of initial resistance, frustration even, anxiety sometimes. Those things are worth noting because it shows where you are in your life, and it shows that you're doing something that's stretching yourself a little bit. So acknowledge that for now. Acknowledge with some compassion that you are feeling boredom for a good reason, and it's very human to feel bored. So that's the first bit. The second thing that I have found really, really helpful, that could be the answer to so many of you guys who have various habits that you want to commit to, but you just can't do it. You can't hold on for long enough because you feel boredom, you feel resistance, you feel frustration. what I have found has helped me is to realize that you're suffering in those moments because you don't want to experience it. You don't want to experience boredom. You don't want it. You're resisting the boredom. So you're like, okay, I can't take much more of this boredom. I'm gonna go and have a cigarette. I'm gonna go and fap. I'm gonna go and play video games because I want to get out of this boring feeling. But if we could only just hold on and stay with it and hold on through the discomfort, that is where change takes place. That is where habit formation takes place, in those voids of boredom and frustration. And what I have found is that by not resisting the boredom and sitting with it and saying to myself, is there a way I can actually enjoy this? Boredom. Can I enjoy boredom? Can I enjoy frustration? Can I enjoy feeling anxious? I know that it sounds very counterintuitive, but try this for yourself. Next time you feel bored or just like, I just want to get out of here, ask yourself the question, can I enjoy this? I did it yesterday and I found myself with a big old grin on my face after a couple of seconds. I found myself laughing. I found myself as if I had dropped a huge load from my back. I felt good. I felt lighter because I was able, rather than to resist my emotion, to allow it to be. And there's something incredibly valuable and relieving about doing that. It's just to say, can I actually be okay with this? Because most of our boredom and our frustration comes out of our thinking. Our thinking that says, I don't like this, I shouldn't be here, I need to be doing something else. But if we can turn that around and say, well, what if I actually was okay with this? What if I actually was okay with feeling off and weird and uncomfortable? Suddenly it's like, well, if I can be okay with boredom, then what's my problem? There's literally nothing to worry about. And so you start feeling better, and the funny thing is that you will feel more relaxed and more present, and colors will start coming back into your periphery. You'll start to feel alive again. You start to want to laugh. You will feel creative. And when you're okay with the boredom, you'll start to realize that you have everything you need right in that moment. And you'll start to write. You'll start to be creative and do things that you were holding back on. You'll start to reach out to people. You'll start to see your life unfold in a rich and an interesting and joyful way. That's all I've got to say on this. I don't want to put too much into this video. I just want to, encourage you guys to recognize the power of boredom, because it's an indication that you are changing and growing, 1. And 2, allow yourself to be okay with feeling these discomforts. Because when you can be okay with it and when you can find a way of enjoying it, you will breeze through those difficult moments and you will find yourself not needing to escape. And you will get creative and feel more alive because of that recognition that you are okay with your emotional experience. That's it from me, guys. If you enjoyed this, do subscribe. Do make sure you hit that like button. Let other people know that this is content worth enjoying. Do share this with anyone you think might benefit from this. I would really appreciate that. Share your comments down below. And that's it from me. All the best. Enjoy being bored, guys, and peace out.